In for Lloyds Banking Group. Victoria told us a little bit about them earlier. She has more details. Morning.
Hi, morning. Yes, that's right. Lloyds Banking Group has just reported a 21% rise in underlying profits, coming in at £2.2 billion. Now, the bank was famously bailed out during the financial crisis, and since then, the government has been gradually reducing its stake, and now it's just over 20% of Lloyds that is taxpayer-owned. John Thanasoulis is a professor of financial economics at Warwick Business School. Thank you very much for coming in, John, having a look at the numbers for us. We were just looking through them together just a few minutes ago. We're seeing that perhaps the bank is putting the mistakes of the past behind it, but you're not so confident about its future, are you?
No, that's right. I mean, the headline number, the underlying profit, as you say, is up 20%. But then the market might actually focus on the actual profit for the period, the actual profit delivered, and that's actually down by essentially 20%, 19%.
Why do you think that is?
Well, there are two reasons. The reason why it's down is to do with the costs of the sell-off of TSB. The European Commission is very keen that the UK has more competition. TSB needs to be a viable competitor, and Lloyds have to help set up their IT systems. That's incredibly expensive, hundreds of millions. The reason why profits are up, the main reason, is to do with reductions in impairments. And that's to do with loans being actually paid back, less bad loans on Lloyds' books. That's fantastic news, but the question is that a trend which it can continue, or do we move more towards a steady state? That extra hit is not going to perhaps be available into the future. So
what you're saying essentially is that growth in the company is going to slow, and so that perhaps Lloyds is looking like a bank that's more focused on the UK, and so its fortunes are tied to the UK.
That's right. The numbers on this occasion, I suspect, are being flattered by comparison with a very difficult time in the UK's history. It's not clear that that's a trend that can continue. Lloyds is very much a UK-focused bank, and so it's linked to how the UK performs, and in particular how the housing market performs in the United Kingdom.
And very quickly, what does this mean for the timetable when it comes to returning the bank entirely to private hands?
It can't be bad news, because the underlying profit, I'm sure the government and Lloyds will focus on, and so I'm sure that it's going to, if anything, be perhaps even slightly sooner.
John, thank you very much for your time. So that is it. Mixed fortunes for Lloyds Banking Group.
Victoria, thank you.
Time now to get the news, travel and weather where you are.